Hey, this is Josh Rubin from East West Healing and Performance. Check out our website at eastwesthealing.com for great information. Get tons of articles, tons of resources, tons of audio programs. We got our blog, our YouTube page, and stay tuned for our up-and-coming Healing Goods, which is our store. We're going to have a lot of audio programs for sale. We're working on an audio program called Weight Loss from the Inside Out. It's a 4-part series talking about physiology and the different systems that contribute to difficulty weight loss, as well as a CEU program on respiration, which we're pretty excited about. But since we've been talking about exercise in the last couple clips, today I just want to go over something really quickly. In our clinic, or in our society, we see tons of people with chronic neck pain, chronic shoulder pain. They go see the massage therapist. They go see acupuncturists, and they still have shoulder pain. Well, the funny thing is, how many people do you see when you go into a gym, just sit back and observe, okay? How many people do you see that work out improperly? How many people do you see that are working out that have never worked with a trainer, that actually learn their workouts from a book, or from watching someone do it improperly, or from watching a trainer, or from reading Flex magazine or all these other crazy bodybuilder magazines? Probably no one's ever done any of that, or they're doing it, okay? The problem is, you can't learn how to do a workout from a book, and you can't learn how to do a workout from someone that's never trained with a trainer, or from just watching someone. Because most of the time, those exercises are specifically for that person. Just like one man's food is another man's poison, same thing with exercise. Everyone needs a specific program that's prioritized, individualized for that body type, or for their body type. So, I'm going to go over quickly one exercise that we commonly see people do wrong that can easily lead to shoulder pain and neck pain. Now, I'm not saying this is the only reason you have shoulder pain and neck pain, but most people have upper trapezius, which attaches to the occiput or the skull, okay, and the shoulder, and the mid-back, and the thoracic spine, as well as levator scapula, which originates from C1 to C4 in the cervical spine, okay, C1 meaning atlas, and it originates like this, and it comes down and winds. So the top insertion actually inserts most inferior on the part of the scapula. So it actually inserts on the superior medial aspect of the scapula. So those two muscles where people commonly have trigger points, and according to Asavir Arat, in this book here, Chronic Emotional Stress in Daily Life, he shows how stress through the gamma motor neuron system can actually cause pain in the muscles, because the gamma motor nervous system actually goes through the entire spinal cord. We have muscle spindles in our muscles that respond to stretch. Okay, they're just receptors that say the muscle's stretching. Let me protect the muscle so it doesn't overstretch. But at the same time, muscle spindles communicate with the gamma motor neuron system. So when you're stressed emotionally, you have the limbic system, which is your emotional kind of nervous system. That communicates with a system in your spinal cord called the reticular activating system, which communicates with the gamma motor neuron system, which communicates with the muscle spindle. Long story short, you're stressed, the muscle spindles respond, they're in the cell, and they contract the muscle and cause tension, which can develop trigger points. Okay, so I just got off on a tangent, but it's pretty interesting, and I'm going to do more YouTube clips on emotions and muscle pain. So why do some people that you know have chronic pain? They come in to see you, they're sitting at their desk all day, they might be sitting hunched over like this with chronic stress on their shoulder and neck, they're typing. But at the same time, let's do this. They go to the gym and they start doing lateral raises like this. Or from the side, they're doing it like this. Okay? First of all, they're doing it hunched over. Anakyphosis, that's called. That hunched over position. You put tons of ligamentous strain on the spine and on the neck doing that. Okay? At the same time, you're lengthening some of the very muscles you're trying to contract and shorten. So all you're doing when you do that is overloading your sternoclavicular and acromioclavicular joints. You're loading the cervical spine. It's actually shearing forward, which actually causes the levator scapula to over-recruit, because the levator scapular in the neck actually slows down anterior shearing in the neck. And then you over-recruit the muscles at the base of your skull. So I'm getting kind of technical here. The main point is, if you read the research by Vlaming, Mooney, Arat, there's many others, Punjabi, they show that when you're doing lateral raises, right, your goal is actually to work the delts. That's your goal, okay? The delts actually, what they do is your humerus sits in the joint. The delt beside its action, helps to prevent anterior translation of the humerus, which is inferior, so downward. It's trying to prevent that. It's trying to make the joint more stable. A lot of people have unstable shoulders, and you see this a lot in gyms. And if you have shoulder pain, you might have an instability in your shoulder. So all I'm getting at is when you do a lateral raise, all those authors show through research that the deltoid has maximum contraction at 60 degrees. So if you're doing a lateral raise past 60 degrees, all you're using is your levator scapula and upper trapezius. They both attach to the neck and shoulder. So if you have neck and shoulder pain and you're doing lateral raises and you're going to 90 degrees, you're really not recruiting your delts, you're recruiting your neck muscles, which are just going to cause neck and shoulder pain. So if you're doing lateral raises, only go to 60 degrees, you'll get maximum contraction of the deltoids and less contraction and inhibition of the levator scapula and upper trapezius. So the bottom line is, if you have a client or you are someone that can't figure out where your neck pain is coming from, maybe it's because you're doing lateral raises at the gym and you're going to 90 degrees and not 60 degrees. And if you keep going to 90, all you're doing is facilitating neck pain. So that's just some quick information, a little bit deep, but the bottom line is you need to know the why behind what you're doing. So hopefully you've learned something. Stay tuned for some more YouTube clips. And feel free to visit our website at eastwesthealing.com, where we help people to help themselves.